Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to learn most important MCQ on right to freedom. Your first question, which article of the Indian Constitution guarantees the six freedoms such as freedom of speech, movement and profession? Correct answer, Article 19. Key points. Article 19 of the Indian Constitution protects six fundamental freedoms for Indian citizens: freedom of speech and expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of movement, freedom of residence, freedom of profession. Next question. The freedom of speech and expression provided under Article 19 Clause 1A is subject to which of the following? Correct answer, reasonable restrictions. Key points. Freedom of speech and expression is not absolute. Article 19 Clause 1A of the Indian Constitution grants all citizens the fundamental right to freedom of speech and expression, allowing them express their thoughts, opinions, and ideas through various mediums like speech, writing, visual medium, and online platforms. The right encompasses the freedom to disseminate information and includes aspects like the right to information and the freedom of the press. However, this freedom is not absolute and can be subject to reasonable restriction by the state under Article 19 Clause 2 on grounds such as the security of the state, public order, defamation, and contempt of court. Next question. Which of the following rights ensures that people can gather peacefully and protest without arms? Correct answer, freedom of assembly. Key points. Article 19 Clause 1b gives citizens the right to assemble peacefully and without arms. This enables peaceful protests, rallies and meetings, which are important in a democracy. However, it is subject to restrictions in the interest of sovereignty, integrity and public order. Next question. The right to form associations, unions and cooperative society is guaranteed under which subclause of Article 19? Correct answer, Article 19 Clause 1 Subclause C. Key points. Article 19 Clause 1c of the Indian Constitution guarantees all citizens the freedom to form associations or unions. The right allows for the creation of various bodies including political parties, companies, societies, clubs, and trade unions. The right also includes the freedom to continue existing association and the negative right not to form or join any association. However, this fundamental right is subject to reasonable restriction that the state can impose in the interest of India's sovereignty, integrity, public order, and morality. Next question. Freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India is guaranteed under which article? Correct answer, Article 19 Clause 1d. Key points. Article 19 Clause 1d of the Indian Constitution guarantees all citizens the right to move freely throughout the territory of India. This fundamental right allows citizens to travel and reside anywhere within India without restriction, promoting national unity. However, this freedom is not absolute and can be subject to reasonable restrictions for reasons such as public order, the security of the state, or to protect the interest of scheduled tribes. Next question. Which of the following rights allows citizens to reside and settle in any part of India? Correct answer, Article 19 Clause 1A. Key points. Article 19 Clause 1A gives citizens the freedom to reside and settle in any part of India. Exceptions. Certain areas like settled tribal region in border areas may have restrictions for the protection of local culture and security concerns. Next question. Which freedom under Article 19 allows citizens to practice any trade, occupation or business? Correct answer, Article 19 Clause 1C. Key points. Article 19 Clause 1C provides the freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. However, the state can impose reasonable restriction in the interest of public health, morality and professional standards. Next question. Which of the following is not included in the 6 freedoms under Article 19? Correct answer, freedom of property. Key points. The right to property was originally a fundamental right under Article 31, but it was removed by the 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978. Now it is a legal right under Article 300A, not part of the 6 freedoms of Article 19. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with protection in respect of conviction for offences? Correct answer, Article 20. Article 20 provides 3 kinds of protection to individuals in criminal cases: no ex post facto law, no double jeopardy, no self-incrimination. It includes that laws relating to offences and penalties are applied fairly and justly to citizens. Next question. What does the term ex post facto law means under Article 20 Clause 1? Correct answer, a law that punishes an act that was legal when committed. Key points. Ex post facto law means a law that applies retrospectively to acts committed before the law was enacted. Article 20 Clause 1 prohibits punishment under such laws. Example, if something was not a crime yesterday, you cannot be punished today by making a new law declaring it a crime. Next question. Which clause of Article 20 provides protection against being punished twice for the same offense? Correct answer, Article 20 Clause 2. Key points. Article 20 Clause 2 provides the safeguard of double jeopardy. It means no person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offense more than once. Example, if a person is punished for theft once, he cannot be punished again for the same theft. Next question. Which article provisions ensures that no person accused of an offence shall be compelled to be a witness against himself? Correct answer, Article 20 Clause 3. Article 20 Clause 3 guarantees protection against self-incrimination. It means accused cannot be forced to confess guilt or give testimony against himself. This protects the dignity of the accused and ensures a fair trial. Next question. Which of the following correctly matches the protection under Article 20? Correct answer, Article 20 Clause 1. No ex post facto law. Key points. Article 20 Clause 1. No ex post facto law. Article 20 Clause 2. No double jeopardy. Article 20 Clause 3. No self-incrimination. Together these protect individuals from unfair criminal prosecution and safeguard personal liberty. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution guarantees protection of life and personal liberty? Correct answer, Article 21. Key points. Article 21 states, no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. It is considered the heart of fundamental rights. Through judicial interpretation, Article 21 covers various rights such as right to life with dignity, right to livelihood, right to health, clean environment, and speedy trial. Next question. The right to education as a fundamental right was inserted in the Constitution by which amendment? Correct answer, 86th Constitutional Amendment 2002. Key points. The 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002 inserted Article 21A. It makes the right to free and compulsory education for children between 6 to 14 years a fundamental right. This ensures that elementary education is provided to all children, all parts of the right to life with dignity under Article 21. Next question. Which landmark Supreme Court case declared the right to privacy as a fundamental right under Article 21? Correct answer, K.S. Puttaswamy vs. Union of India 2017. Key points. In K.S. Puttaswamy vs. Union of India 2017, a 9-judge bench of the Supreme Court held that the right to privacy is a fundamental right under Article 21. This includes privacy in personal choices, data, communication, and bodily autonomy. It broadened the scope of Article 21, ensuring protection of individual liberty. Your last question. Which article of the Indian Constitution provides protection against arrest and detention in certain cases? Correct answer, Article 22. Key points. Article 22 grants protection to individuals in cases of arrest and preventive detention. It provides two sets of rights. 1. Right of a person arrested under ordinary law. Right to be informed of the ground of arrest. Right to consult a legal practitioner. Right to be produced before a magistrate within 24 hours, cannot be kept in custody beyond 24 hours without magistrate approval. Number 2. Preventive detention permits preventive detentions for up to 3 months without advisory approval. Parliament can extend it up to 12 months or more under certain laws. This makes Article 22 unique as it balances individuals' liberty with state security. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.